Hello everyone, we are live and we are going to begin in few minutes while I am setting the stage for my high energy. And as always, this is a perfect picture about what is truly chocolate. They say that it's only 99% of this, but I think it's 100% or even more. With that, my friends, I can have hot chocolate for weeks and months. Of course, I'm not going to do it every day, but even once a week, I can have 6 months of this, I think. So, thank you for watching live or for watching the replay. This is, as always, an unexpected surprise session. And this is for wrapping up the month of June, because it begins on the 1st of June. And so I realized that I was way behind, and I decided to make 2 sessions at once so that even later today, cross fingers as I will have the chance, I will be able to wrap up the wagon with the 5th and 6th of June later today. So welcome. This is the day 3 of ChLogOlate. I love to play with words, so I know that it's a bit weird for you as I say it, but it's about chocolate, but with ChLogOlate. And for me, it's a theme about also my procrastination that I'm doing my best to overcome. So it's never too late, it's just chocolate. That was my pun that I was making more than 18 months ago. So while I'm beginning, I would like to first show my face, because it's even better when I show my face. So hi everyone, and this is me in perfect, and today is the day, the 3rd June and the 4th June, that I will cover, so bear with me. Day 3, I will cover a word about so my framework is RISE. R stands for ReFrench your brain, I stands for Illuminate people, S stands for story, and E stands for event. And normally it will be 8 to 24 minutes. This time this is special 48 minutes for 2 days. So for the first day will be for 24 minutes, and the second day will be also 24 minutes. So R stands for ReFrench your brain, and I love to play with words. So today I'm going to share my screen right now to share to you the first word. The word for today, for the 3rd of June. So yesterday was panneau, and today is eau. So I'm not original, but it's like it's even loaded as a word. And in the paid version of ChLogOlate that I will craft, and that you will have the chance to grasp if you choose so, I will give more details about this word eau. And right now I'm going to tell you that eau is, of course, water, but it's not only water, because it could be used by any other usage. Like, for instance, if I say in French, elle a libéré les eaux, it's in filigrane to say that I'm talking about a mom that is preparing to give birth, and that dropped a liquid, the liquid that the baby is living within her chest. And so eau, of course, is not water in that case. In that case, eau is the liquid that is within the I don't know if I use the word chest appropriately, sorry, but within the womb of the mom, of the mother. So O could also have a lot of other meanings. Could be also the water of the river. Could be also the rain, of course. So it could be also the element in chemistry, H2O, which is water, but in the pure essence way. And then it could be also the water of the lake, the river, something that is really extended. And could be also liquid, fluid, like saliva, or the when you are having transpiration. And there are many other definitions, as you see, about water. Oh. And it could be also the flow. So there are many different synonyms. So flood, or and there are many derivatives and many expressions. And that I will cover into the details in the paid version. So this was 2 or 3 minutes. I will say just one expression. De l'eau est passée sous les ponts. That means that time flies. That was a long time ago. And that was a water pass under the bridges. That's the metaphor. And il ne faut pas dire fontaine, je ne boirai pas de ton eau. That means that you never say never. Maybe one day you will have this experience. And then tant va la cruche à l'eau qu'à la fin elle se brise ou elle se casse. That means that at the end, when you experience something that is bothering you, at some point you say no, because it's too much. Aside that, eau de mer, which is sea water, eau de pluie, rainwater, eau douce, soft water, eau salée, salt water. So there are many sparkling water. So that's it for me about the water. Now I'm going to stop the share of my screen. And so here comes now the I version, the I part, which is eliminating a person. And I don't know if I was doing that yesterday. I don't think so. But if yes, it's okay. I will do it again. I would like to eliminate Dr. Constance Leyland, aka CJ. I am really grateful that she came in my journey and she is in my life, even at distance in US. Because as always, I'm searching for something that I don't see right now, but I was presenting my special app. Here it is, because I beyond boundaries. But it's not only since that book, because I know her since August of last year, and she embarked me in a summit. I was a speaker, and I said yes. And then I had amazing opportunities to connect to amazing people. So, by instance, I was connecting with Raquel Flores, and thanks to her, I was knowing the rounds of business. So, there are many people that are crossing your road, and they will open you doors. and at the same time, it's up to you to open the doors or not. So this book, I'm really proud of that. I'm not sure. I will say Fontaine, ne jamais dire Fontaine, je ne boirai pas de ton eau, which means that never say never. But until now, this is my only anthology that I will take part. I will probably change my mind in the future, who knows? But until now, this is the first and the last, until now, anthology that I will participate. And I'm really blessed to be one of the 27 co-authors. I think there are not a lot of anthologies that are having the amazingness to have 27 authors in total. And so thank you, CJ, and thank you, Susanna, also, for allowing me to share my story in this amazing book. Beyond Boundaries, Thriving in Life's Gray Zone, and I'm glad to bring my colors, bring your true colors. So with that, we are on the minute 10. And so, Dr. Constance, thank you again for being in my journey and to help me to keep afloat with your amazing sessions. I don't know how do you do to make all the things you are doing 2, 3, 4 sessions per week. I cannot do the same, probably 1 or 2 or 3, but not as much prepared as you, because each of your sessions are really like you are the Picasso of live stream. But it's not really the accurate comparison, but no, I'm going to shut my mouth. So with that, here comes the S part of the rice, which is the story. And so I'm just stopping right now to see if there are comments. I don't think so, because I'm like, ooh, let's make a session in 1 hour. But I'm happy that I can count on the replay team. And I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for you, of course, but I'm doing it for me to keep me afloat, because I want to make consistency and habits. That's why I would like to make ChLogOlate a daily commitment. That's why I'm wrapping up until the 6th of June, which is today. So today, this video is the 3rd and 4th June. And about the story, I'm going to craft the story. So I'm going to choose my story. Well, there is something that I would like to share with vulnerability. Thank you so much for acknowledging my share and my story, and feel free to comment also about that. During my childhood and my adolescenthood, I was very, very shy due to my mom's illness and bullying at school, and I was shutting my voice and I was not expressing myself. And at some point, my mom transitioned. I use my words really accurately because I don't want to express the D word. And my dad had to go back to my village to make things clear about the house that he was owning there. And then I was an adolescent, and I was playing with a balloon, a foot balloon. And at some point, the ball arrived within the garage of a neighbor. And in order to catch the balloon, I was going inside the garage, and was like lots of wood sticks. I don't know how to say in English, but planche. And some of them were having clouds like this. There was the wood and the clouds. I think it's the right word for clue in English. When you use the hammer and the hammer, j'en perds mon latin, but well, it was a piece of metal that was out of the wood, and one of my foot went in, so I was wounded because it was in my foot, and I was having difficulties to walk after this incident. And after that, I was so shy, so not expressing my voice, that I was not telling to my dad and his partner that I was wounded. So they came to realize it at the end, when it was the time to go back to our car and to go back to Brussels. So for me, my story is something that was with me for many years, and sometimes I still struggle to express my voice when I'm in pain, and I'm working about it, because for me the most important is to express my needs, to value myself, and to place myself in the universe, to express my struggles. So for years and for decades, I was struggling to express my voice. Even recently, I think 3 to 4 years ago, I had an experience, and I'm healing about that. So my friends, that's why since 1 or 2 years, I do my best now to show up right now in the videos or in the audios to raise my voice. And this is a challenge, because some parts of me, I will reframe that, some parts of me are still thinking that I have less value than others, which is not the case. So that's my story with vulnerability. Thank you so much for listening. And so now the E of the event. So as you know, now I'm going to make my ChLogOlate accurate from tomorrow at 5 a.m. my time, which is 11 p.m. your time on EST, 11 p.m. EST. And this is my way to make my commitment to wake up early, because I would like to bring the habit of waking up early each day of the week, even on the weekend. And that's the challenge, especially on the weekends. So I give myself the grace to make it happen later on the weekends or later on the week if I'm not feeling good, and you will catch up afterwards. And at the same time, I'm really happy to do that, because I want to give you value. And that's why another thing is that in a couple of days, I will wrap up also the early June for the paid version of the ChLogOlate, like a pay-as-you-can version that will give you access to only the R part of the rights, because this paid version will only be for the ReFrench your brain part, giving you value about French. And so yesterday, day 1 and day 2 was about panneau et rêver, which is a verb, and day 3 about eau, water. And you will have more details about these words. And also, you will have the ability to ask me any question through DM on LinkedIn or through email, and I will provide you my email also, and I will talk about that. I will reply your question in the paid ChLogOlate version. So that's my intake about making things done and bringing you value and receiving the energy of the universe. So right now we are on the 18 minutes. We have still 6 minutes until the day 4. And last but not least, my event that I will repeat day after day with my ChLogOlate is that on Saturday, the 8th of June, I will craft a session about mental health and art, and I will invite an artist that I was connected before, Damien. I think from Trinidad and Tobago. So, and then I will also invite other artists. So if you are an artist, there are 3 options, as I said in the day before. First option, you show up, even 5, 10, 20, 30, 60 minutes or more during the 90-minute session on Saturday 10 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. EST. Option 2, you send me a video like 1, 3, 4, 5 minutes maximum about your heart, what you are doing as an artist, and how is your heart contributing about your mental life. Third option, if you cannot even be there or sending me the video, allowing me to showcase you. So for that, I have to know your presence. I know some artists that I will showcase, but maybe you are an artist I'm not aware. So feel free to drop me a DM, and I will send. I will show screen share about your LinkedIn, your Instagram, your art, so that people are aware about that. So I'm crafting that because for me art is really important. Art is another way than words to express, and I'm really happy to spotlight other artists. So with that, I'm going to make a pause for 3 minutes until my 4th day, 4th of June of the ChLogOlate. Thank you so much, and see you in a few minutes for the 2nd day. Thank you also for the people that are live or that are on replay team. And I realize that the music is enough low, so normally you will be able to hear me. So now I'm going to pause a few minutes, and I'm going to be back on the 54 of the show. So, welcome to the day 4, the 4th of June of ChLogOlate. This is a video with 2 days to wrap up, so that later today, crossing fingers, I can wrap up for the 5th and the 6th of June, so that tomorrow will be my first daily through ChLogOlate. So today, the 4th of June, will be about the word am. So first and foremost, each ChLogOlate will have the same framework. Right. R stands for ReFrench your brain, I for illuminating a human being, S for story, telling a story, and E for talking about the event that I'm going to have really soon. So R, ReFrench your brain, and the word of today is ab. So as like there was like Pano and O, which is having a commonality about O, E-A-U. There is am, which has the same commonality about rêve, in the sense of there are the circumflex accents in top of the word. So I'm sharing my screen right now, and this is am from Latin anima, which is wind, air, or blow, souffle in French. Am I sharing my screen, by the way? Yes. So am and rêve has the commonality that has the circumflex accent. And so if rêve was not containing the accent, it would have been rêve. But then with the circumflex accent, l'accent circonflexe, rêve. So am is the same. We say am, and this is feminine, but as you will also understand in the paid version, we say l'âme. We don't say la âme. So that's something that I will develop in the paid version of the ChLogOlate. And right now, am, you pronounce it like this. You don't say am. You say am, because the circumflex accent makes the sound more long. Or that's when there is the A, the O, or maybe the U. And the U is also special. I'm going to go develop that in the next versions of the ChLogOlate. So am, this is the soul. This is the soul, but not only, because there are many definitions of am. So this is the principle of the life in a human being. This is also the part that is immaterial, that is not touchable from the man and the body. That the opposite of the body is the soul. Then there is also the feeling, the thought, the will in the man. And also could be also the human being by extension, and the inhabitant. Like cette ville a 1 million d'âmes. It means that this city has 1 million of souls. And there are many other synonyms, many things that I don't know if it's accurate to overwhelm you with that. But in fact, it could be also what makes us alive, what makes us animate, what makes us act, the soul. So that's it for am. And so with that, there are also many expressions. L'âme sœur, the soul sister. So there are many other aspects. And if, of course, in English, it's soul. And in German, Geist, like I think the Gestalt, the gist, it could be also the gist, I think. But it's like, I think English gist comes from Geist, from the German, and Spanish, alma, and Italian, anima, I think. Yes, because it's really near the Latin. So with that, it's all for the word am, and you will know more in the pay-as-you-can version of the ChLogOlate. So now comes the I of Illuminate. I want to eliminate this time there are so much persons that I think about. I want to eliminate Dr. New. Dr. New is an amazing soul, an âme fantastique, an amazing mother, an amazing sister, an amazing friend. And feel free to connect with her to know more about her. And why I would like to eliminate Dr. New is because she is constantly supporting others. And she is holding her session on Friday afternoon our time, Friday evening my time, about mindfulness and about various topics and various guests. And so, Dr. New, thank you again for crossing my path and that I was knowing through ChLogOlate. So ChLogOlate is amazing because she opens many doors. Sorry, she opens many doors, and Dr. New is one of them. And Dr. New is amazing because I love her energy and her soul, her name. And that's it. Thank you, Dr. New, for enriching our lives. Now comes the part of the story. And I would like to tell a story that is more joyful. And it comes after a dark moment, because it was in 2017. And at that time, I was discovering a spiritual community that helped me for a few years to keep me going on. And I'm still grateful about them. I don't see them nowadays. It's my choice. But at that time, it was 7 years ago, they helped me to move on and to raise and to elevate. And this community is Brahma Kumari, by the way. Just feel free to DM me if you want to know more. The purpose of my story is that in June 2017, I allowed myself to be in their yearly spiritual retreat in the countryside of Belgium. It was in the south of Belgium. And I was there meeting amazing people. I don't have any relation with any of them. Maybe I will have a check-in at some point with some of them. But at the same time, it was a blessed moment because I was having my burnout this year, on 2017, and I was even allowing to go to this spiritual retreat even during my burnout phase. Then I was laid off of this job, and then I was free, and then I was thinking, oh, what a blessing now to go free in this spiritual retreat 3 days. And during that moment, I lived an amazing bunch of experience. One of them was like in an exercise I had to write a letter to Baba. It was their God. But I was thinking it could be also with Jesus or the God of your understanding. And the exercise was to write the letter with my non-dominant hand, because this is my dominant hand and this is my non-dominant hand. But rather, I was trying few words, but I was too focused, I think. So I decided, instead of writing the letter, I was putting the pen on the paper and letting the draw. I was even not seeing draw that I was making. And the drawing was amazing. And if you are watching the video of Aaron, that I will also illuminate one day, you will see this drawing at some point of the video. And I was really amazed because this was drawing that I was not really focused. I was not even seeing what I was drawing. I was drawing like that without seeing what I was drawing. But I was drawing something that was, wow, that was the message from God, from the divine, from universe, whatever you name it. That was the message in this drawing, in this visual, that was helping me to move forward, because I was seeing in that drawing my mom and I as a baby. So that's my story. I can tell you more, but at the same time, it's like a story you don't have to understand fully, because it is mine. I understand fully. And for me, it's just to share a moment in my life that was helping me. Or it could be also a moment that I was struggling, like the story of the earlier in this video about me not expressing my voice and being wounded. So a story is really important, and the people that are listening to your story, I think, doesn't need to truly understand all the pieces and the bits of the story. I think it's also me allowing me to open me more to you, for my audience. So with that, I'm going now to go to the part of the event. On Saturday, 8th of June, 10 a.m. EST time, which is 3 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. European time, CET, I will host a Saturday mental health session about art, the importance and benefits of art for mental health. And I will welcome one of my guests, for sure, will be Damien Philip. He is an amazing artist, and I will drop the link of his Instagram right now after this video. So with that, we are still having 10 minutes or 9 minutes, let's say 9 minutes on the session. So this event, Saturday 8th of June, 10 a.m., feel free to join. I will talk about that more and more. thank you again for those that are present ChLogOlate and commenting. I'm checking right now if there are any comments, because I don't see any comments in the restream, but sometimes people are commenting and I don't see it on restream. So I want to pay gratitude to any comments that I receive right now in my session before I close. And bear with me. And by the way, I'm imperfect because I was not reminding me the title. It's C3, C4 because it's the 3rd and 4th June. So I don't see any comment right now, and it's okay. Feel free to comment on the team replay. Thank you, Omar, for liking it anyway. And I think I'm going to close the session right now. Thank you so much for watching me for the 3rd and the 4th edition of ChLogOlate. Remember the event, Saturday, 8th June, 10 a.m. EST, Art and Mental Health. And then next week, on the 11th of June, I will open the doors of my membership and my group. I will talk about that more and more during the next days. Thank you for watching this session. Wish you a blessed day and keep shining, everyone. Keep bringing your own true colors and keep being yourself.